I trained arms this workout. It was a few days ago, and like the last lift, I'm just gonna hop on here and kind of give some background commentary. It's not entirely gonna be on the lift because you can kind of see what I'm doing in the lift. The lift will kind of just be some background, and I'll just speak on like general life experiences and the difficulties and the experiences of being a man. So you know when you're walking the path of your goals, when you're walking towards something and you have a goal in mind or you have a vision of what you want to be as a man, the life that you want to build for yourself, you see around you the life that other people live. And there will be times where the lives of other people seem more appealing than that of your own. You'll see people having a good time, you'll see people doing things that you're not, and for some reason it just feels frustrating because they're having all the fun, they're getting all the girls, they're doing all the party and stuff, and they're eating whatever they want, they're just chilling, they're having a good time, they're going to school, they're doing okay in school, and their life seems all that great and everything. But for you, if you're kind of like most guys who, they take their lifting pretty seriously and they just want to get better and like actually achieve something, you know what I'm talking about. Like there's a group of guys, there's a subset of guys who kind of just live differently than everyone else. There's obviously varying degrees to that, but there's a lot of guys who are kind of lonely. They have a few friends. They don't really talk to girls at all. They're kind of just by themselves. Most of the day when they're at school, college, university, whatever, they're kind of by themselves. And it's not that they're like that introverted or shy. It's just like opportunities don't seem to arise to make new friends and things like that. And when you want to make new friends, the people that you're surrounded with aren't really the people you want to be friends with. And that's kind of a good thing sometimes because you know that you've truly separated yourself from the crowd. This society encourages mediocrity and being average, and that's like the whole point of my channel. I literally say reject mediocrity and embrace mastery. And it's because mastery is that path that not many people take, but it's a path that just gives you something that very few people in life will truly feel. It's kind of like enlightenment, but in a little bit of a different way. It's like you just achieve the pinnacle of what you were put on this earth to achieve. It's like you maximize your potential as a human being. And a lot of guys, they follow the script. They don't live as masters of their own body, mind, and their life. Because when you master the body and the mind, you master life. And to master the body, we work out, we lift heavy weights, we do our cardio, we get lean, we get big. That's mastering the body, to push the body past its capabilities. Naturally or not naturally, depending on the road you want to take. And then you want to build your mind. You build your mind by doing hard shit, things that you really just don't want to do. For a lot of guys, it could be studying, could be your work. But the reason I preach like just doing difficult things, even though they won't seem like they have value, you will find value in doing difficult things. Like for example, waking up early in the morning, doing a cold shower. You might think it doesn't really make a difference what time I wake up, and as long as I do the work and things like that. And yeah, in that case you're right, but again, to master your life, you must master your mind and your body. We're mastering our body through working out, training hard, but to master the mind, we must do things that we just don't inherently want to do. Things like waking up early, tired, being, stressed out about life, and just pushing yourself into doing work when you really, really, really freaking don't feel like it. That is the epitome of building your mind. And so by building our minds and building our bodies, that is how we master ourselves. That is how we master our lives. And that is how we maximize the life we're given. And if you notice that, you're feeling kind of depressed, you're feeling down and things like that, look at yourself in the freaking mirror and ask yourself, am I doing everything I possibly can to maximize who I am? And for 99.9% of people, unless your first name is David and last name is Goggins, the answer is no. And so this depressed, weird feeling you get all the time, you feel like your life is just shit, you're going nowhere as a man, is not because of what the world has thrown at you. It's not because of what society does to you. It's you, man. It is just you. And it's so easy to blame society, blame social media, but bro, the blame goes on to you. And until you wake up and realize that you have entire control pretty much of what you do in the day and how you feel as a person, that is when you're going to begin to change, grow, and become a better person and become a master of your life. And that is why it's so important to do the things that you hate. You take control of your life. And it's so ironic how doing what you hate makes your life better. I mean, just tell me, waking up at 5:30 in the morning and doing a cold shower and doing 100 push-ups upon waking up, tell me the feeling after you do that isn't incredible. Okay, so circling back to the topic of the beginning of the video where I talked about like how everyone else is, indulging in pleasure and things like that, and how I personally, as like a brother to the person watching this video, to the man watching this video, I don't want you to walk down that path. Obviously it's your choice, but I feel like there's just something more to life than that. And yeah, like a lot of these influencers and stuff, they have a lot of money and things like that, but I just have a feeling of deep trust within me. I don't know if it's a deep trust to God or just to myself, but I just have a feeling within me that tells me at the end of this road lies something that very, 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 very few people see in their life. And that feeling will exceed all pleasures and instant gratifications that we come by in our lives. So again, circling back to the main topic, you'll see guys hooking up with girls, going to parties, having fun, drinking, and doing all this stuff. And it's fine, it's cool, it's whatever. That's their life. They choose to do whatever they want with it. But imagine the pleasures you get from that feeling. Imagine everything that comes with it, the pleasures, the downs, everything. And now imagine a different you, a you that just maximizes everything, that just grinds all day, every day, wakes up early, just trains their mind and their body to its utmost potential. Imagine the difficulty that takes, just the stress, the pain, just what you have to endure every single day that other people don't have to endure. And then put them side by side in your mind and pick which one you really want. You want the kind of pleasure where you just physically feel good, or do you want the kind of pleasure where you die knowing you did everything you possibly could? Because you could die today, you could die tomorrow, you could die whenever. You get a heart attack after watching this video, knock on wood. Pray to God that doesn't happen, but man, it could. And you want to die knowing that you didn't give every single thing you had. And listen, man, I don't want to put too much stress on you and say you gotta work, because as humans, we suck. As humans, we're lazy pieces of shit a lot of the time. And occasionally, that's just what happens. But consistently over a period of time, if you're not maximizing your mind and your body, then you're not going to make it very far in life, unless you get lucky. But again, you can get lucky, achieve great things, but when you go talk one-on-one to a millionaire who has a great wife, a great kid, a great family, ton of money, great physique, there's still something bugging that guy. There's still something in his mind where he just doesn't feel like he's maximized his life because he achieved all these things with mostly luck. It's a feeling of literally enlightenment and completeness as a human being when you maximize what you're given. If you're born and you're like a let's just, I guess, like a balloon. It's kind of a dumb example, but you're like a balloon, right? A deflated balloon. Your experiences and your training and everything fills up that balloon maximally. And you're so full of just being and essence, and you're full of life. And so that lonely, depressed feeling doesn't exist anymore because you have a life. You know who you are. To discover yourself as a man, you need to face adversity. You don't just discover yourself by living. You discover yourself by living through difficult shit. Adversity is what introduces a man to himself. It introduces you to the man that you are. Think about that. You don't know yourself until you face true adversity. I'm talking like I faced true adversity. Bro, a freaking workout, a depressing day at school is not real adversity. Real adversity is some dark shit. And once you get to those situations where, pray to God, I haven't really yet in my life. But there will come a time where in life, man, you gotta push through no matter what. You're gonna be at a point where there's literally nothing left in your soul. And people talk about like the darkness and the shitty essence that we have as humans, but the beauty of being a human is that we can be beat the fuck up. We can be destroyed. We can be thrown left and right by life. We can be stripped of everything we have. But as a man, in those situations, in the darkest of dark, there will still be a light. And if you can find that light, man, if you can build your mind and your body through whatever you're going through, you will find enlightenment. You will find peace in life. And so you'll see guys indulging in pleasure commonly, frequently, all the time, but just trust in God, trust in yourself, most importantly, that you will achieve a full life. You will become a master of yourself. Don't fall for the tricks. God is testing you, my brother. God is putting these pleasurable things in front of you. He's showing you the life you could have. And then you know the life that you do have. And it just seems so much easier to go down that path. But I assure you, brother, there's something to be said about the life you're living. There's something to be had with the way we live as people who try to master our minds and bodies and consequently our lives. So I don't want to make this a depressing video. If you're being lazy, that's cool, but just know that there's still some life left in you, bro. As lazy and as tired and as messed up as you are, there's still some life in you. And you can squeeze out that life and evolve as a person. So build your body by lifting heavy weights, training hard at the gym. Build your mind by training hard everywhere else and doing things you really don't want to do. And you'll become a master of your life. So I hope you enjoyed this iron talk, as I like to call it. And I hope you enjoyed the training footage in the background. But if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like so I know to keep uploading these videos. And yeah, thank you for watching through the video, and I wish you the best through the rest of your life. Reject mediocrity, embrace mastery. Peace, bro.